Hi, good morning. Myself Shivani Aggarwal. Here I'm glad to introduce our eminent speaker, Mr. Rahul Datta from Dimensions Metaverse. He's based from Gurgaon and have tremendous vast experiences building metaverses and different pedagogical styles for the educators. Here we're just talking about how this new technologies and this new paradigm shift would be a good for educators. So I would really love to invite Mr. Datta up to us. Please.
Thank you, Shivani. Thanks for the introduction. Just to give you an idea, I've been an educator and a visiting faculty and a pedagogical designer since 2003. My specialty, in a sense, is actually integrating emergent technologies like virtual and augmented reality, artificial intelligence, metaverses, and other fascinating tech into teaching teachers how to teach more effectively. The teacher is inside a virtual environment, and the students are also inside the same environment. They're sharing the same space, but the teacher can bring up any situation, any scenario, any three-dimensional asset into the world to explain to students better how the subject works, the methods that they're using to teach,
The delivery of the content.
the delivery of the content. We need to address this from multiple points of view: the teacher's viewpoint, the student's viewpoint, the administration's viewpoint, the technology's viewpoint, the educational system's viewpoint. Conversely, what happens is that students are also built very, very differently.
Yeah.
They're the guys who are the brilliant ones, they're the guys who take very long to learn. So, how do you actually create a system which is flexible and adaptable enough to allow for this disparity in teaching and give teachers a common platform so that the students' learning the learning outcomes are unaffected, right? The best technology is one that's completely in the background. It's just doing its function and letting you become more powerful,
More powerful.
as a consequence.
And nowadays, our students are more tech savvy than the teachers. They're
yeah.
more open to the technologies. They know better than a teacher in the class,
Yeah, yeah.
technological wise.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes. So we really want to understand the metaverse concept in an educational setting. Can you
You know-
please simplify this metaverse by having in some examples so that everybody can
The automotive design example I'm talking about, if an avatar of a teacher and 10 avatars of his students are sitting in a representation of a garage, right, and they have a car in front of them, the teacher can actually lift the car into the air, show them different parts of
It's
it,
like magic
open
happening.
up.
So you talked about AI and the metaverse. Your take on using augmented reality and a little of VR into it?
So,
What it is?
so if you watch cricket, you've seen that wagon wheel where in real time they're showing the trajectory of each ball
True.
on the actual playing field. That's a good example of AR, right? So it's very good for putting in contextual real-time data into the physical environment that you're in. Not headsets, but like glasses.
Glasses.
Smart glasses. Will be able to see everything that the teacher shows them, in real time, floating in the air in front of them. So it does seem like the future of technology in a sense, right?
Wow, very true. Thank you very much, sir, to giving us time and for your such important discussions.